Alright, I'm gonna try a demo of a classic kinda, retro boomer shooter FPS game. First thing that caught my eyes is that the game pauses in the background. I'm not a huge fan of that. It makes it a little bit more difficult to tweak audio levels, and in general I don't personally see a benefit. For AAA games or games that are very like GPU and CPU intensive, it can be beneficial to have paused the game when it's not in focus to save a little bit of, power or something like that. If you need to tab out and read something or go away from the computer, it will pause the game, it will drop your, the fans and the heat that the GPU and everything generates, and but in general I don't like it. And for a game like this, it's based on the DISDAIN engine. It should be very lightweight to run. Yeah, not necessary. Alright. So you can use that. Options for a demo, it seems to have a lot of options. I will not be using my Steam controller here. This is just a quick test of this, so if I, were to really love it, I might, go for a Steam controller setup and stuff like that. Some basic settings here. Have a controller, so gameplay-wise, there's a lot of settings, and for demo, really interesting. Nice, you can turn off the view bobbing and sway and warping, stuff like that. Would like to change that. Let's see. You can. It supports 29:9 resolutions and even custom resolution. I don't know exactly how good it's gonna work with custom resolutions, like 32:9. It did work, but I didn't check if it cropped the image or the screen vertical or anything. But you can even use 32:9. I think that's working. The GCD menu is quite interesting. Anti-aliasing, dynamic channel, FXA, bloom, chromatic, blah blah. Nice set of settings here. Let's for safety turn you down a smooch. Footstep volume, that's your new settings. Menu volume, I guess we can do that. There's no way to get into the extra super advanced settings of the GC from the menu. I do know that other games that using the same engine, you get a shit ton of even more. This is a lots of options. Should be good enough for everyone, but yeah. So DISDAIN. Right.
Die, soul thief!
Seems like it might be a bit too loud. This sounds very familiar to like Quake or Unreal jumping sounds. I would like to turn that one off. Not a huge fan of the jumping sound, but alright. The shotgun. It has a nice visual vibe to it, and you do have texture filter. You can turn it into and a different feel for it, but I like the more Quake style pixelation. can even turn off anti-aliasing to even get it a little more gritty, or you have the pixelator. A really retro style. You can turn on some FXA if you like, you know. I don't think that's gonna do a lot of difference here. A little bit of blooming if you like that. I guess we could just keep it seems to run up to like 120 frames. The base mood is nice little bit of fog setting and everything, but it feels somehow I feel the graphic is just a smidge below like the Quake. Quake, you know, had a little bit, even though old game, something with the Quake art style I find a little bit more satisfying. Very similar shotgun here, very similar feeling and everything. It seems that even on the normal here, quite often interesting difficulty. F6, F6 to quick save. We can have the blooming here on and everything. Don't think there is not in this game, but there is in another game an experimental like GC Doom HDR effect. Can I check something quick here? I'm just curious. Alright, I don't know where the config file is. It's not in the Steam apps common folder. But I'm sure you can tweak the configuration manually in some way. You just need to locate the folder for the configuration file. Nice sound effect and nice gritty here. It just feels a little bit more emptiness and a bit more open than the Quake feeling. And the character in the middle, obviously like Doom inspired, not as high quality. It feels like a little bit of a more indie, less, you know, more budgety Quake alternative so far. Not as super bad or anything. Very quite difficult. I've taken a lot of damage here. Okay, there is fall damage. Probably gonna have to quick save a lot. Even on the normal difficulty here, it seems quite the difficulty. But it feels and plays nice. It feels a bit empty. I don't know how the kind of weak sounding shotgun here. I don't know how much the melee is gonna like play into the game. No secondary fire. Since the melee isn't a quick button, it's separate weapon button, so it might or might. What the hell? Okay, we can admire ourselves apparently by pressing R. So it's always a good thing to go through when you start a game. Configure keys. You can see what you can do. Right? Vanity camera was R when you can see yourself. HUD and weapons, that's nice. Always run on, so for me this is a walk. E, quick T, nice. Previous and next weapon. Right. Fire. No alt fire at all in the game, so you could pretty much use the right mouse button to be jump or something completely different. Can't map the individual guns yet. This is just demo. It might just be 2 weapons in the game anyway, so it's not a problem. Nice. I like the headshot effect there. But it just seems very empty feeling, very open here, and they are hit scanning enemies, so you don't like that? Yeah, it's gonna be maybe a bit problematic for you. Oh god. Oh god. That was very difficult to dodge and take 2 shots. Super annoying enemy there. Don't know what this blue orb does, is it? Very seamless and smooth quick saving feature, no stuttering or weirdness. Okay, that's a cheap, very cheap enemy to have like that. Come on. Quite a fast movement here. Very erratic moving enemies. Probably would need my Steam controller here to do some better aiming and not stopping between all the aiming here. Not doing the best. Oh my god, I'm just chunked down health here. And I no idea what this blue... Oh, it's health. Okay, good. Shells that... I guess this is my empty shells or something like that. Yeah, nice style. It just feels very like empty feel. Oh, okay, you get more guns. Oh, those are the absolutely worst enemy. Holy crap, please slow down the movement of that enemy or make it go away. Holy hell. It sucks. That enemy is bullshit. Ooh, shit. You should not be able to just get cornered like that. I'm sorry, but remove this enemy or make it slow or different. That enemy sucks. It's a really bad annoying enemy. Takes several shots to take down. Make them one shot, like, no. God no. Holy hell no. Oh, that is just shit. An enemy like that, no. Get it out of here. That is terrible. So bad enemy. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my god, that is bullshit. It's not a good start. Like, you know, the graphic and empty feeling is sure I can get by that. It's an early demo and everything. Indie game developer, but that enemy, no. If it's gonna be lots of enemies that are bullshit like that, this would be on my shit list of a game. It's my personal take, you don't have to agree, but it's not fun in any way having an enemy that takes that much of like that takes that much of shots to get. And you know, that have this super fast erratic movement. And okay, we get lots of weapon. Why can I not? Why is it? Why can I not change my weapon bindings? That should be in this menu. You have all this option, but you don't have for the weapons? Why? That's a very weird decision. That you have me toggle between. Don't have the rocket launcher. So they are hard coded. 2, 3, 4. Sounds quite... Okay, super attack there. A little bit weak sounding weapon sound here. Does a new enemy spawn in? Whoa, okay. So enemies do spawn in even... It's not like you can kill all the enemies. New enemies will spawn. Okay. Not that enemy again. Oh my god, no! It moves way too fast. It takes way too much shots to get down. Just get it out of the game, man. That is ruining everything. Easy. I'm not overly impressed. I'm not gonna lie. He's like a little bit of a unpolished, cheaper version of Quake so far. To me, this isn't, you know, just my own little feedback so far. It has interesting graphical style, you know. Not that I'm mocking graphic. I like this. I wish it was almost more of this foggy thing effect, like more of the base area here. It really adds to the atmosphere. Has some nice blooming here with HDR. It could be really interesting looking also. Almost too powerful, the bloom. Should almost be less with the bloom disabled. Nice rain effect. It has a lot of, you know, a lot of it going on for it. But yeah, so empty, much emptier. The enemies are a little bit too crazy with the hit scanning there. Tweak that, the delay or something. Make the maybe make the hallways smaller, because it just feels very empty here. Have a good base like atmospheric vibe to it here, but yeah, the composition of everything put together here doesn't really impress me. I'm not a fan of like enemies spawning like this when you clear an area. I like it to be cleared, but in the old classic game, you know, Quake game, I like to be able to clear an area. Then when I come back, it's cleared. It's a personal thing. It's nothing that is bad about the game or so. A very aggro enemy there. They do quite a large jump, but this is normal, and I'm feeling a hard difficulty here, right? But many older games were more challenging, but it's, yeah, definitely. It's definitely compared to modern games, is not the. It's not the. It is doesn't feel like a normal. It feels definitely way more towards the harder difficulty. Oh, okay, out of ammo for shotgun. Interesting. Again, I don't know if they want you to use the melee more than I've done, but I felt like most of the enemies are hit scanning guys that I need to use my shotgun for. So on the normal difficulty, to be out of ammo for your like main gun is not a good feeling again. Like, if this is your main gun, you should pretty much always have ammo for it. Haven't used let's swap the weapon using like the 1 to 9 buttons. So I don't have that muscle memory in me. Is that a new rocket launcher weapon? You get a lot of weapons here in the... Yes, in this. I'm curious to what triggers the enemy wave. Okay, that triggers the enemies. Nice music if you like this style, obviously, which I do. Okay, spawns in more hell. What the hell? Oh. Yeah, difficulty is not normal. I probably would need my Steam controllers to be able to swap weapons faster. Or rebind the weapons key to be more satisfying for me here. And I can definitely feel that this music here, if you don't like this kind of, you know, fast thrash metal style, you're not gonna like this. This is gonna be annoying to you, like a lot. I don't mind it. It's a little bit louder to be. Probably turn it down a little bit, but still it's nice. But it's good. It's only for boss fights, because I wouldn't like the entire game to be like this personally. So yeah, this is quite not the easy spike here. So I'm not sure how to tackle this arena. Because they are super hit scanning. Like they will really scan on you. Crazy here. I'm out of ammo. Whoa. I'm almost dead also, so it's like quite interesting. Okay, you can quick save within this. So, there we go. It's nice that it seems to stall. That it seems to stall when you fire them so they don't leap if you shoot them. Alright. Not as difficulty when you got the high ground there, but I was still close to dying, just because there's so many kind of very good hit scanning enemies. And there's gonna be people probably gonna love this game for all of its offering, and it's very quick, fast-paced opening movement here and everything, and there's gonna be people more in my camp that's not like a super fan of all of the crazy hit scanning enemy types, and this faster movement is quite fast. You have a walk speed, yes, but you're pretty much gonna be always running here in this game, and always run is on by default, and I get it. I get a key. Yeah, I get a key here, right? It seems like you're just chugging through the ammo like crazy here. Oh right, that's on a timer. It is interesting, but it doesn't scream insta wishlist to buy for me, but I see that it's probably gonna get its you know, followers going for it. Secrets, no secrets. All the enemies, but no secrets? Okay. The demo seems very solid as a demo, you know, running, great offering. Only thing missing is weapon key, you know, rebinding. It has a lot of, you know, you know, yes, a lot going on, and I think that's going to be appeal to, definitely have an audience to appeal to. Let's try to make it chunkier, a bit chunky. Why is this turned off? I had this turned up, and then it got turned off. Weird. I'm pretty certain I had this turned on. Okay, let's turn it on again. I'm pretty certain I have this on before, so some of the settings doesn't seem to stick between levels or something. Alright. I was thinking it looked a little bit chunkier than before. Okay, now we got smooth. I get maximum frame rate here of 117. A game like that looks like this should be super easy to run, you know, on a AMD Ryzen 5600X and Ryzen RTX 3070. You know, I'm hitting a constant, all the kind of sets and the stuff maxed out. I'm hitting a constant 120 frames here, you know. I'm leaving it in Nvidia's control panel for VRR reasons, so, you know. It's a very fast-paced, good running game. Need to go for the hit scanning enemies first. You, take you out of the freaking game, man. Or make it slower, make it something, tweak it in some kind of way. That is the biggest problem with this game. That enemy, and it feels so empty. Are all the settings on? Let me double check. Yes, it is. The minor effect here. Yeah, one. Hard to tell. I would wish that the background wasn't blurred here so I could more clearly see the difference when you toggle stuff. This is a nice pixelator filter. So you could do... Okay, so that's probably what happens. You can go classic. No. Off, off, off. Get a very... Oh, okay, that's a little bit too much. Chunky. Probably don't need it. Right. If you could tweak it with this with a slider, I could see a lot of people would like this. Very classic looking here. But if you had a slider so you can make it, or a little bit tweakability here. Like even me, I think this looks kind of cool, man. You know, reminiscing old times. But if I could tone it down, I might even be interested to just play with that a little bit. But overall, like a little bit of a pixel feeling, but with some of the some of the more high-end features here is probably what I would go for if I were to play, you know, a good length of the... Okay, well, screw that, skip that one. I were to play a good length of the game. Maybe the melee is really good for those screaming enemies? I don't know. This is very powerful, so might be that you're supposed to use this quite a lot more than I've been doing, you know, earlier, because I just really like shooting stuff over melee. Maybe that's, you know, I'm playing the game a little bit less how it's intended by not utilizing it as much. Alright, you have a long jump. Oh, okay, tutorial. Tutorial. Seems like they almost want you to use this gun more than I'm using. But I'm using it. Which goes a little bit against my Quake and Doom days, where I pretty much just use the shotgun for pretty much most of the basic enemies. Okay, that might be better for those enemies. So using the melee a bit more, probably a really good way. Since it's not a quick melee button, it's bound to... are being found there. Oh right, hit scanning enemies. Those we need to fire. Maybe if I use these more, it will be a more of a balanced experience. So you have the options: gameplay, Yo, you have, there we go. You want a more classical Quake vibe here? Oh, so you can't... Okay, you can't be underwater for how long you want. Nope. Play. Gameplay. That was a bit too much for me, but maybe... What? Wasn't it weapons way? Well, that doesn't seem to be doing a hell of a lot. I think the default is something like that, right? Okay, it's a very minor effect there. Very minor, and you can tweak it a little bit, but I think I'm gonna just... What does that mean? Okay. It's still weapons way. Is this working as intended? Weapons way is turned off. Wow, yeah, that is bugged. That menu is bugged. Okay. Alright. No? nice effect. It's probably nice if you can turn off that effect also. For some are probably not gonna wanna have that. Nice good movement here. Okay, I can see that this has potential and it's gonna attract people, certain people, not for everyone, you know. It's just not everyone like Quake, even the old one, so this is gonna be even a bit less people that might want to go for this, but it has a nice base. It just with tweaking, and the biggest again, it feels too open. Make it like a narrower, like get that kind of, you know, Quake feeling more, like squish the levels a bit together, tweak the hit scanning enemies and the flying ones, you know, and it would be much interesting. It's just, and even this, it feels too, this is too much room. You, give me less, like this. And just cramp it down. It would really immerse, in my opinion, immerse the feeling way more. Wow, I almost died from that. That was not a good experience there. Oof. And for a normal difficulty, it is again difficulty. By modern standard, this is not feeling like, doesn't have the feel of normal. Maybe that's what's you know, you're going for that feeling. You nailed it. That it's not supposed to be. Not supposed to be feeling like it should feel more like the old classical difficulty. I mean, a good. It's a good difficulty settings because it does have that down, that it feels more like old school difficulty. Again, that's good for the crowd that wants that, but there's gonna be more crowds that don't enjoy that. Maybe adding a more like very easy difficulty also, and tweak it so to make more people get into this nice little genre. There was HP, right? Or ammo or something. I haven't found any secrets. Yeah, I've taken all the ammo. How do I get up from here? Okay, you can just jump. Can I? Okay, you can do that. You don't take damage falling into water. It's a good length. Good length for the demo. All right. It's a nice, decent length here for an early, nice demo. Yeah. DISDAIN, if you like Quake and old school, really fast-paced games, it's worth checking this beta out, or demo. Maybe it's a beta demo, I don't know. Settings-wise, it has loads of them, more than good enough. Again, I think it would be fun if you could add more tweak into the pixelator, because I think that's a very nice one. Because you have a little bit more range yeah, because it really is an interesting one. And then obviously the bug with, like, you have to turn down this slider controls weapons way, like weapons way off doesn't seem to work unless you turn this one off. It needs tweaking for that one, obviously. Would like to be able to change the color of the crosshair if possible. You really like, you can toggle it at least a little bit, and crosshair opacity, maybe size could be nice to have. I don't think I need that. It didn't seem to work that well anyway. But yeah, settings-wise it has everything, but it feels very, very empty, and it feels too big. Like, I would like to shrink it down, make it more claustrophobic feeling there, you know. Again, since it's very Quake inspired, right? Looking at Quake, even the arenas, everything feels too big, the ledges you walk down. And then you could add another very easy settings to accommodate, because maybe going down to the easy setting would be like a modern normal, and then you have it very easy to accommodate that. It would really be great. I'm gonna wait to see if this pops up, you know, by other you know, sites and stuff that I'm following. I'm not gonna keep a super close watch on this because it didn't oomph me in, but I see the potential here. So, you know, DISDAIN on Steam, go check this demo out, just try it yourself. You liked it. Music is fine, you know, I like the style, but it might not be the style for everyone, you know, especially not the heavy thrash metal during fighting scenes. Again, I like it, but it's just, that's very personal. Some, you know, prefer very different, more different styles, so yeah, potential, definitely. Not what I would call like Celico, that's just drew me in immediately, like this is a badass retro boomer shooter. And that also had more narrow feel. Again, it's the openness to this game that's really like, really the biggest thing. It feels so huge. Too much space for nothing. The fog effect that are in the first room, more of that. That's a really great ambience feeling there. More of that fog, different thickness and different light height levels. Sometimes maybe have it more, much more like on like a ground level, and then maybe some rooms that it's like almost completely filling it. Utilize that, shrink down, and utilize the fog in the yeah, that would really to me be just oomph up this game a lot. Thanks for watching this. I'm gonna try, I think, 2 more. So stay tuned for that, like FPS retro boomer style shooters using GC Doom engine. Stay tuned for that. Follow, check back to this channel, and you know, leave a comment about you disagree, agree, or whatever about this video or demo. And have a great time till next time. Bye.